Happy Thursday. Okay, so excited to be jumping on here because Mary Kay. So they literally just launched a new product line. Okay, so they launched a new product line, and I have all of the goodies sitting right next to me. Okay, so I want you guys to say hi whenever you see this. All right. So, what we're going to do tonight, friends, is we are going to unbox all of these new products. Okay. And I want to show you, like, this is so fun because as a Mary Kay director, being in leadership in the company, you actually get sent all of the products like way in advance. That way you could try them and see, like, learn about them, touch, feel, all the things. So you get a fun little sneak peek. And oh my gosh, I got to tell you guys something. If you have a consultant that sent you this catalog in the mail, they're hitting mailboxes. Type in the chat if you have seen them, okay? Type it in the chat. And let me actually make sure that my live is like working. I want to make sure because yeah, we're gonna see. But absolutely like say hi whenever you guys see this. So I want to share this too. So it's so funny. I've had to start using my business page on Facebook because, yeah, I'm saying it. I got shadow banned like last week, and all of a sudden, I'm not allowed to be posting in groups. Like, has that ever happened to anybody? So I had to start using my business page like for everything. In case you guys are wondering, like, what exactly happened with that, okay? In case you're wondering, that is what happened. So now, like, I can only go live on my business page. So here we are. And I'm actually on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. So isn't that so fun? It's like you could be multiple places in the same time. And hey, Barb, I hope you are doing well. Thank you for joining. Okay. So we are going to have a giveaway tonight, just to let you guys know. We're going to have a giveaway. And yeah, so I want to know though, what is like one thing that you just have to know, or what is something you want to learn maybe about skincare and about makeup? Because I always like to just be aware of whatever it is that you guys want to learn. All right. So, what I am just going to do is start some unboxing. Now, we are going to try some makeup. So, I want to share this too because I was talking with one of my friends today. And yes, say hi when you guys jump on because I'm going to do a giveaway of one of these new products. So, how you're going to get entered, you're going to get entered for comments. So, if you comment, all of your comments are going into a drawing. Now, if you share this video, you're going to get entered into the drawing for one of the new products, just letting you know. And of course, if there is something that you just have to have, I want you to type that in the chat too. Like whatever that item is, you could type the word sold if it's something that you absolutely like have to have. So don't be afraid, don't be shy to be commenting. And there's going to be some other ways that you can earn some free stuff. All right. Now, before I go into anything, this is Ida. She is my fun little sidekick here that has like all of my demo products in it. So, what I'm going to do though is I need to put on my skincare because I washed my face and this is the cleanser that I use. So I use the Time Wise Repair. Now, some of my products I left in my bathroom, but I already washed my face. And normally I do a hyaluronic acid booster, which I'm really sad that I left in my bathroom, but it like plumps up your skin cells and it hydrates your skin because I don't know about y'all, but like okay, I definitely got that in my eye. That's fine. But I don't know about y'all, but as I feel like, especially with my last baby, my skin started to get really dry. Now, fun thing about me, y'all, is I've been working in skincare in the cosmetic industry now for over 13 years, which is so wild. Like, I never in a million years thought I would do anything like this. I really was not Like a lot of people might say to me, see, I got it in my eye. It's fine. A lot, but it doesn't feel bad or anything. I'm just saying. So this is my Voluform Eye Renewal Cream. And the reason why I'm massaging it in case you're wondering, is it actually reduces puffiness and swelling, which I need that, y'all. The allergies have been so crazy. So I live in Florida, but type in the chat, where are you from? Where are you tuning in from? And where were you born? Like, I was born actually in Pennsylvania. Hey, Latressa. So yeah, we're talking about puffy eyes. So I already did my cleanser earlier. I left my booster in the bathroom, which I'm sad about. And I also use this other product every day. It's called the Dynamic Wrinkle Limiter. I should have brought it in here, but I was such in a hurry. I'm just going to say, because normally I have 3 kids, y'all. Like, normally my baby's in bed by now, but she was not. They had to have ice cream. They were celebrating because they had these tests. And of course, so this is my lifting serum. I need extra of this, but anyway, they had these really like crazy tests at school and they all did really well. So we had like a little ice cream sundae party. But anyway, so the lifting serum, it helps to lift and firm your skin. So it's kind of like Spanx, but for your face. Because as we age, you know, gravity is like not our friend. So this kind of helps to keep it on, lifted on up there. Now, I was talking with one of my friends today. You know, we were looking at these new foundations that came out, which we are going to try, by the way. And, you know, what I shared with her is that, no, ma'am. Oh, the baby's in here. Yay. How did you get in here? Okay, now you get to say hi to everybody. See, this is my little toddler who is usually actually in bed by now. And somehow you must have like escaped through daddy's watchful eye. Okay, so you want to say hi to mommy's friends? No, you don't? Hi. Hi. Yeah. You want to tell everyone where we're going on this weekend? No, you. Take this out of your mouth. Okay. No, you. Hey, you got to go find daddy. You want to go find daddy? Mm-mm. Yeah. Mommy, watch the show with me. Watch the show with you? Look, on here are actually mommy's friends. And we are doing some skincare. We're doing some makeup. Mommy, but where are they? Where are they? They're like there. I know. It's so hard to explain to a toddler. And hey, Carol, I hope you're doing amazing. And it's so hard to explain to a toddler, though. Like, how do you explain the internet world? Now, all right, here. Oh my gosh, I have a good idea. Do you want to go show daddy these really cool pom-poms? Here, go show daddy these really cool pom-poms and tell him that you're a cheerleader. Go ahead. Go out. Go show him. I can't find them. Go ahead. The dates on here. Bye. All right, shut the door behind you. Okay. Anyway, so that was fun. And hey everyone that's joining in today, please shut the door behind you. So last night was so funny. We got together with some of my team members who achieved something called the Cadillac Circle, and I played this video of, this was a couple years ago when I was working only online, right? Because you can work only online. A lot of people do that and are very successful. You can work virtually with Mary Kay. So I was doing only online, and Aria, who was younger, much younger, she came into my office. Literally everything came crashing down. And oh, okay, where's daddy? Because I'm genuinely curious at this point. But here you go. Mommy is here. Go show daddy the. Anyway, so what was going on was my whole office was like crashing down around me. Something fell. There's still a crack like up at the top of my computer from where that happened. And you know what? Let me just like text my husband and I'm just, maybe he like sent her in here on purpose. Who knows? What? The floor is lava?
No, before it's over.
Oh, okay. See, this is why she usually goes to bed at like 7. But anyway, so anyway, and then I remember saying on that video, like, you could work your business in person too. And I am about to be doing a lot more than that. So then I started to do more in person. Baby girl, don't knock this over. So, excuse me? Okay, y'all, I might just have to like take her out because is that daddy? Nope. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I know. I'll be out in a minute. Here, where did you put it? You want it? Okay. I don't have it. So, I'm sorry. You'll have. Oh my gosh, the joys of being a mom. Isn't that so much fun? Anyway, y'all, so that's just life. I'm just saying, especially when you like work from home. And of course, I would have loved to have her on this video, but no, it's past her bedtime. So anyway, and I'm kind of glad that happened because I want to show you guys like life is never going to be perfect. I used to think like I used to be that person that would wait for like everything. I thought everything had to be in perfect order. Like a lot of people think that, like, oh, my life, I want to be in a certain place financially or career wise, like before I get married, before I have kids, or before I go after that dream, like everything has to line up. But newsflash, like that's never going to happen. So there's always going to be something that is not going to go the way that you had planned. Like right now, my cat is in here, which he's not allowed. He is naughty. Like he will try to eat these pom-poms. And anyway, one time he ate a string. I had to pay $500 like to get an x-ray, all this crazy stuff. So again, life is always lifing. But I'm going to share this last part about the skincare, and then I'm going to move on to unboxing our new products. But yeah, has that ever happened to you guys? Like you had a plan and you wanted it to go a certain way and then it just didn't. And then in the past, I used to seriously have like meltdowns about it. But now I'm like, you know what, Lord, I'm just going to go with it. I am one of the most laid back people because I come to expect that now. Like, not everything is going to be perfect. Not everything is going to go the way that we want. And it's okay, right? We're enjoying the journey of life. But anyway, so day cream and a night cream. Now, the night cream actually has retinol in it, which helps to heal your skin. It helps with lines and wrinkles. It tightens the skin. It brightens, all of that fun stuff. But I'm actually, and hey, Cindy, Carol, yes, the babies are going to baby. You're right. I mean, we've all had crazy stuff happen. Like, type in the chat, though, what is your most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you? Like, what is your most embarrassing moment that has happened with you and your kids? Because I want to hear from you. All right. So we're going to put on our day cream. Now, what's cool about this, it has SPF 30 and it has an airless pump. I know this, so you're going to like push it out like that. And you want to put it like all over your face and your neck. Now, just a reminder, I am going to be doing a giveaway tonight, okay? So, of one of the new products. And one way you're getting entered for all of the guests that are not a consultant on here tonight. So, you're going to get entered by, first of all, comments. Like, I want you to comment away because, yes, the more comments you leave, the more entries you're going to get. Now, another way is by sharing this video. So type in the chat that you've shared this video. That way I know that you're getting another entry. And then, okay, if you decide that you want to take something home with you, anything that I am sharing tonight, if you want to take it home with you, just type the word sold and whatever that product is. That way, y'all, I can we can get that to you, and either myself or your consultant, right? So, okay, going back to what we were doing. Yay, Latressa, thank you for sharing what we were doing. So I just did my basic skincare. Now, again, I didn't have my booster or my wrinkle limiter that I use every day. It's in my bathroom. Forgot to bring it in. That's okay. Right? Again, we got to expect the unexpected sometimes. So I am going to move on though, because I'm going to do this quick makeup look. And the first thing that I always like to do is a foundation primer. And this one's almost empty. So let me get out a new one. Now, I'm just going to share something with you. As a consultant with Mary Kay, I'm going to tell you something funny. Like, a lot of people are like undercover consultants because they just buy for themselves and their family, because we get up to 50% off. Like, I get half off all of my fun products, everything that I love, I get half off. Yes, I love that. So a lot of people are a part of Mary Kay for that reason. Like my mom, she was one of my first team members. She just wanted to help me and of course get her own products at a discount, but now I just have to give her free stuff. Like the other day she's like, "Sarah, I really need some primer and then some new foundation and then like some eyeshadows." Like, all right, like that's what I give her for babysitting. But anyway, so primer first. But what I was sharing before when I was talking with my friend, and asking her, well, what are you, because she wasn't liking the way her foundation was looking. So I said, well, what are you using on your skin, right? So now type in the chat, y'all. And this is a no judgment zone. And happy Thursday. Okay. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube Live. I love that. So y'all, type in the chat though, like how often do you wash your face with a cleanser? Type that in the chat. And then another question for you is, how often do you moisturize your face? Like with an actual moisturizer. Now, I'm not talking about Bath and Body Works lotion or like baby lotion or like baby wipes on your face. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking like an actual cleanser that is meant for your face and an actual moisturizer that is meant for your face. So how often are we doing that? I'm taking a little poll. Type it in the chat. All right. So we did the primer. All right. We did our skincare, but our skincare game, our makeup is never going to be a level 10 unless you're like, if your skincare game is at a 2, right? So I've been working with a lot of different skin types over the past like 13 years. So what this is, y'all, oh my goodness, this is called the under eye corrector. I like to call it sleep in a tube because, yeah, I might be looking a little tired. Now, this does come in 2 different shades. But what you do is you like pat it under your eye. And I like to go even up in this eye area because sometimes that gets darker. And you want to use your ring finger because, and hey, thank you so much for joining. Okay. All right. So what did this just do? Got rid of all of my dark circles. Yes, I am a fan. Sleep in a tube. So when you brighten that under eye area, it's going to make you look like a lot more awake and youthful and healthy, which is what we want. I feel like one of the most common things that I see is that women, we want help with our dark circles. So the under eye corrector, yes. And I love that, Cynthia. Okay, so moisturizer morning and night. Good. Well, I'm just going to educate some people here that we should be washing our face every day with a cleanser. And also taking care, like eye cream, moisturizer. Now, at the very least, you want to wash your face and moisturize. So, and now my cat is like trying to get up here too, but that's fine. He got so mad. My assistant was here earlier and he was trying to eat like the little, fluff that you put in packages. And she was like, no, 3 times. And then he hissed at her and then just took off. Like he has a major attitude problem. All right, y'all. So we did our skin prep. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to actually find one of the new products that Mary Kay has come out with is a new foundation. Okay. Now, I love this. There are over 36 shades. So, what I love about this, oh, I'm sure my cat is going to be coming back. Come here, Mittens. Come here. Come here. He's looking at me all confused now. He's like, hold on. Didn't you just tell me to go away? Now you're telling me to come over here? Like, cats are the smartest animal. But this is Mittens. Say hello, Mittens. So, he was our Christmas cat. And, well, Santa Claus brought him. And he went under the tree. And he's like kind of like comes from a lineage of feral cats. So he picks and chooses when he wants to be nice to me. But like this scratch right here, oh yeah, he bit me. It was at like 5 a.m. So that's the cat I always talk about. That I decided one day, y'all, that I was going to start waking up at like 5:30 in the morning because I wanted to be in my Bible study. I want to spend time with God. Well, if I hit the snooze button too many times, Mittens would start jumping on my face. And that's how I woke up at 5:30 in the morning. So who needs an alarm clock? And it was like on the dot. So if I don't want to wake up at that time, I gotta shut my door. Like he can't be coming in. Now, let me show you. I forgot to wash this, but this is a new blending sponge. Let me just I have some water right here. So I'm going to put it in this water just to kind of get it wet a little bit. But there's a new complexion sponge. And I'm going to tell you about this new sponge here. But this is part of our prepping. So I love this because there's a whole little sheet here. It says prep to set. So that's what we're going to do. So I did my primer. I did my under eye corrector. Now concealer, we're going to use concealer though after we put on our foundation. So I think we are good. I'm soaking my beauty blender, but you don't want it sopping wet. All right. So this is Mary Kay's new complexion sponge. And I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't normally use a sponge to apply it. You see, this got way bigger. So I don't use this to apply my whole foundation. Usually I use a brush, but today I'm going to be testing this out, just to kind of see how it works. And of course I was trying to get the makeup off of it because I forgot to clean it. That's fine. So we're going to dive into this foundation. And let me read you actually some of the benefits of it, of the new foundation that just came out. If I could find my little sheet that was telling me about it. Okay, here we go. So 36 shades. It has IntelliMatch technology for precise, true to skin results. So this is what the tube looks like now. Super nice. Lightweight, buildable formula with medium to full coverage that lasts all day and maintains a fresh, just applied look, even in humidity and sweat. Yes, please. Okay. Natural looking. It also has, get this, the TimeWise 3D complex, which is anti-aging. It has resveratrol, vitamin B3, age-defying peptide. Yes. 87% of women agree that skin looks natural. 86% of women instantly creates a smooth finish. And again, there are 36 shades. So I want to know, do you want your foundation custom matched? Because I know that I am in a challenge right now to match 30 women to their perfect shade, because let's be real, I need some practice. And if you have a consultant that's not me, I know that she is also looking. Now, I want to show you ladies some things here, and I'm trying to find my foundation matching cheat sheet. Oh, here it is. Okay, cool. So we are going to do a stripe test. So whenever we're finding out what shade of foundation to do, I see a lot of people trying to match on their wrist or on their hand. If you look at my hand and my wrist, it's not the same color as my face. We want to match it right here. So this is what I'm going to do. This was the color from the chart that was told to me that was going to be like my match. Now, when I tried it on before, I'm just being honest, like I thought it was too light. So one of my friends told me to try like a medium shade. So I am going to try it because she said, this one lady said she went to medium too. All right, so this is fun, the actual applicator. Now, where you want to match it, take a tiny bit and you want to go on your jawline. Now, you also want to kind of blend it. It's called a stripe test. Blend it down to your neck and you want to let it sit there for a few because what it does, it's called oxidation. So when it hits the air and it sits on your skin, it will adjust to your skin if you are having like pretty close to the right shade. Now, someone told me to try like the medium, one of the medium shades. So this is a little cheat sheet that we get that tells us, but type that in the chat, y'all, because if you book a session with your consultant to get matched, and guess what? We can do this virtual. There's a really cool AI tool coming out tomorrow because that's when these like officially launch that you can scan your face right online and it'll give you a suggestion. You see this? Like I can see it. So I feel like it's too light, right? So someone said to try the medium. Medium to light to medium shade with cool rosy undertones. And the one I just did was light to cool rosy undertones. So that is me. So let's try the medium too and let's just like play around with it and just see. I personally do not think that it's going to be a fit, but hey, I'm all about, so it's an AI, it's a skin, like a foundation matching AI tool. And that's going to be on our Mary Kay websites actually tomorrow. So I will tell you this. This was another shade. It's light 4. We'll do a little test on this one too, because in the previous foundation, sometimes I wore this until I started feeling like it was too dark in a way. See, now that one I feel like disappears more on my skin. Like I'm struggling even seeing it, but I can see it a little bit because it looks kind of yellow. All right, let's just find this medium too, and let's just try it just for fun. And if it matches me, I am going to be like, I don't even know how I'm going to feel because I feel like I'm pretty light skinned, just saying. But we're going to try it. I'm going to do what she said to try. Okay, so we do have these fun little samples that actually are limited edition. Just thought I'd tell everyone that is watching. All right, we're going to try the medium too, but I am really, really, really skeptical. We're going to try a tiny bit of it like here. If this blends into my skin, I'm going to be like really feeling a certain type of way. All right, let's look. So these ones are drying. I can already tell like that this one here that I put on is like a little bit too light. Now this one is like I could see the stripe. It is yellow. I kind of see that one too. So what do you guys think? I'm so like confused on what shade I'm going to be. All right, I'm just going to pick one and then I'm going to put it on and we're going to go with it. But let me just look in this mirror. So like I could tell, I could see this. This one is looking a little yellow. You know, we're going to go with the medium. We're going to go with the medium too. And we're just going to see what happens because I have actually been mixing the CC cream and the full coverage. That's what I was doing. And I would get like the look that I wanted. All right. So we are going to put, I might be doing this the totally wrong way, but we're putting some foundation on this. And then I'm going to blend it. Y'all, if this color like looks good on me, I'm going to seriously be rethinking all of my life decisions at this point. All right. So when you use a beauty blender, I will tell you, like, it gives you a more like full coverage right away. So we're gonna use this, and I really actually am liking this shade. So yes, this is the Luminous. Now this is a medium, so I don't know. We're gonna see. So I will tell you though, it is not oxidized to my skin yet. So it is looking a little bit yellow, but with the IntelliMatch technology that this has, it does a pretty good job of matching your skin. So like Latressa, I need a little bit more. When you put yours on the other night, at first I was like, is that like too dark? Oops, I put way too much. Oh my gosh. I thought it was too light at first, but then it like totally adjusted to your skin. All right. So, I'm not really sure. I'm not sure, but let me blend a little bit more. And then kind of see where we are at once I put on my finished product. Okay. So we have this all on. Now I could see that it is definitely like a cool toned medium shade. Is it the right one for me? I'm not sure yet because it's still kind of drying on my skin. And again, we're just testing it out. So we're just going to keep this one on here for now. Now, the next thing that I always personally do is I put on a little bit of concealer. So whenever we're putting on concealer, I'm looking for it here. Whenever we're doing concealer, you want to put it on like after your foundation. So this is the multi-benefit concealer, and I'm going to use a little bit of it, and I'll show you kind of where I put it because I only use a little bit because it's very concentrated. So I kind of put it like under my eyes, like brighten up that area. Sometimes I will like put a little bit like on my nose, and then sometimes if I have leftover, kind of like right here, and it's almost like to highlight. So after I put that on, I give myself a little spritz of this finishing spray. So, okay. And then I'm going to show you one of our other new summer products. So now we are actually going to Disney this weekend. Pretty excited about that. I'm taking my little blending sponge again. And I really love this blending sponge that Mary Kay has now. So it's called a complexion sponge on the website. And I like it because once it's wet, it's very squishy and soft. And I also really like the application, how that really fine tip right there makes it so easy to like get in the little nooks and crannies. So we're blending. All right. So the next thing we are going to do here is a little bit of translucent powder. Now I am thinking I may not be the medium. I'm just throwing that out there. I mean, I like being tan, but I don't know. I know this isn't tan. It's still really light. So translucent powder. This is my go-to. This is another way that you are going to like set your makeup. And this powder is clear. So anybody, oops, you know what? I'm going to leave a certain area blank because I totally forgot one of the products. Oh my gosh, I forgot to show you guys these things. These are so cute. And I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that you can use them, especially if you're like in a hurry and you just want that summer glow. So these are blush sticks. They are special edition. And just to tell you about them, I want to tell you about them. So let's see. Yep, Pop of Color. So this one is, let me see what the name of it is. Oh, Spark Change. So this looks like a berry. Really pretty berry color, which I might be using that one. And this one is Kind Spirit, which is more of like a peachy color. So these are blush sticks, creamy blush sticks. And what I really like about these, you could just like throw it in your purse, right? And what else I love about this is that $1 from every sale actually goes towards the Mary Kay Foundation. So I'm just gonna put a little here, and then we're gonna use our little blending sponge. Yeah, we're gonna do it up here. Now, if you're feeling like really extra, you can also take a little bit, put on your lips. Now, this is not Mary Kay approved. This is Sarah approved, but look how pretty. So if you're just wanting like that little pop of color, and I'm also gonna put a little bit on my eyelids. A little bit on my eyelids here, and then we are going to blend. I know I'm looking crazy, but it's gonna all come together. So we already are using the blending sponge. So really lightly, you can just kind of tap it and blend it to the where you want it to be. Like really lightly though. You could even use your fingers. Like you don't have to use the blending sponge. You could use your fingers for this, which might be easier, but I'm using this because we're already doing it, y'all. We're already doing it. So this is our blush stick, and these are a limited edition, but let's talk about the Mary Kay Foundation. So the Mary Kay Foundation, they actually, I need more. Yeah, I need to have a little bit more color on my cheeks, but the Mary Kay Foundation, they, a couple of different things. They are a nonprofit, and they actually raise money to support domestic violence shelters, domestic violence awareness, and they give grants to scientists that are researching like cures and alternative treatments for cancer. This is so pretty, and it is very glowy, and I really, really love also the feel of this foundation. It feels so good on my skin. I'm just saying. I love how it is. All right, now we're going to put on our translucent powder. Usually I don't wear the cream blush, but today we're going for it. So this just kind of helps to lock it in place, your whole look. But anyway, so where I live, the domestic violence shelter that is nearby where I live, they receive grants from Mary Kay pretty much every single year, which is amazing. All right. So we talked about the foundation, and you know, I'm going to have to like look in the mirror at this shade because as I'm letting it dry, it is kind of like, it still looks a little dark, but I'm going to have to take a picture after we get off of here and see like, is this going to be my shade or what? Because I am determined to find my color that is going to be the perfect match. And that's why in Mary Kay, we love to have people try before we buy. Okay. Now, I gotta use my eyelash curler. I'm just saying. This is actually a Mary Kay one. They don't have it right now. Oh my gosh. But they do come out with them like every so often. Now, another little tip with this, please do not use it after you've already put on your mascara because you will crunch your little eyelashes off. Now, this is another newbie that's coming out. So it is, okay, Mary Kay, and looks like, the Lash Love Panorama Define and Lift. So let's read about this. Triple Zone Brush. So they give us this cool little like cheat sheet that tells you about all of the fun products. And Triple Zone Brush, super soft silicone bristles to capture every last. Long lasting corner to corner impact with no flaking, smearing, or smudging. We need that for summertime. And you know what else is fun? This also has vitamin E in it that helps to nourish and hydrate your lashes. So we are going to be using some of this here. And let's just see. I'm putting it on really lightly because I just want to see what it looks like. So this is a defining and a lifting mascara. So what do you guys look for when you are like, you love mascara? What do you look for in a mascara? Like, what does it have to have? I will tell you, for me, I really like lengthening. I really like volume and yeah, definition too, and lifting. okay, I want it all because I don't like clumpiness. Now, fun fact about mascara, we should get a new one every 3 months. I know some of you guys are like, what, Sarah? I've had mine for like 5 years. Well, no, every 3 months because bacteria can grow up in that tube, and like we can get infections with our eyes, all types of stuff. We do not want that. So every 3 months, get yourself a new mascara. And I will tell you how much these are too. But so far, I'm really liking this. I am like at least a 3 coat of mascara type of person. But look how pretty. I mean, I think I like it. But what else do we have? Oh, this new, it is actually a cologne for men. And Mary Kay actually has men's products. Yes, they do. And I'm going to say this too. There have actually been several men that I've met that have been very successful working with Mary Kay. Like, let's be real. Cosmetics is like in the top 3 industries in the world that will never like go away. Even in an economic recession or economic issues, alcohol, tobacco, and cosmetics. Those are the 3 industries that are recession proof, and their sales are actually going to go up because people want to feel good and they want to look good. And it helps us like mentally when we're going through stuff. All right. This smells so good. Great gift for Father's Day. And I want to read about it. Like, what are the notes that it has? So, and what do you like in a men's cologne? So, this is like showing a Jeep and some woods. And let me read it here. Here's to the anywhere, anytime adventurer, unbounded trailblazer, and forever sun chaser. Take on life at every sunrise and turn in the road with a fresh take on men's fragrance. I sound like a commercial. So, energetic top notes of citrus and sweet fruit, ozonic middle notes of cypress and fresh florals, and the lingering warmth of the bottom note, vetiver. I've never heard of that, but now I'm going to have to look it up. And we do have actually other fragrances for men, several other ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I got to have my man smelling good. I'm just saying. So I really like this though. It's awesome. And if you come to one of our in-person events, then absolutely you will get to try it. So I'm still like on the fence about this foundation shade. I'm going to look when we get inside, and I feel like I need like a little bit more color too with the blush. So the good thing about the blush though is it is buildable. So you can absolutely like add more. I probably should have done that before I put on the powder, but that's okay. Now, if you are going out anywhere in the summertime, the last step is got to be your finishing spray, because this is what is going to lock everything in and keep it on all day, even through humidity and sweat. So this is going to be the secret, okay? Like I do wedding makeup. I'm a professional makeup artist. So I don't always talk about that because you don't need to be a makeup artist to be great at Mary Kay. All right. I knew nothing about any of the things when I first started Mary Kay 13 years ago, but I come across a lot of women that have not taken care of their skin in a really long time, especially brides, like someone getting married. I always love to recommend some skincare for them. That way, on their wedding day, they can, look and feel amazing, and their skin is going to be awesome. And hey, Kim, so skincare, and a lot of times it's not the makeup, but it is what is going on underneath. What's going on with your skin? What do we need to address? So that's one of the benefits of having a Mary Kay beauty consultant is you have someone that is going to like personally help you. I walked into Ulta. This was like a month ago. I needed hair stuff for a wedding that I was doing, right? No one came up to me. No one offered to help me. I literally had to walk around like And finally, I was doing a little test. Like, how long is it going to take for someone to actually talk to me? I had to go find someone to help me. Not cool. That's where we are sitting in. Like, I used to go to Walgreens. This was, again, 13 years ago. Let me put this finishing spray on. I need a new one. It's like almost empty. That's just my MO. But anyway, so I got to use every last little bit of it. Anyway, so I'd sit there and like nobody would talk to me. And that's how I would end up with like the wrong color foundation. So that's your last step. And again, like when I started Mary Kay, I knew nothing about makeup or skincare. I was not passionate about it, and let's talk about that. Like, I want to talk about some of the things that I have heard women say like over the years. Like, I want to hear and I want to hear if you guys have any questions about the Mary Kay business as well, because I truly believe it is the best opportunity for women in the entire world. And we are a global company. They've been around for over 63 years. And also we follow the EU standards, which means European Union standards for clean beauty, which actually it's the cleanest beauty that you could get outside from like smashing up a banana and putting it on your face. I'm just saying, like, some people might do that. I don't know. That's not me. Give me all the anti-aging. Like, so anyway, and Mary Kay was founded by a woman. It was just actually her birthday a couple of days ago on the 13th, I think. Well, Mary Kay, so she started this company, Something for Women, because she was a single mom and she was tired of like really being overworked and underpaid and being overlooked for all these other promotions, and really like overlooked because a man got the job over her. So she got really frustrated with that, and she wanted to create a company for women where we could be there for our family and still make a great income and just have fun and make friends. And oh my gosh, she was so bougie because she was like, you know what? She went to the Cadillac dealer one day and she was like, I want it painted the same color pink as the little compacts. So type in the chat if you've seen a pink Cadillac before. Like, they do exist, y'all. But this was years ago. She said, I want it painted the same color. And everyone was like, you're crazy. You don't want it that same color. And she was like, yeah, I actually do. And then they patented that color. And then after she got her pink Cadillac, she was like, how fun would it be if I could our company could reward the top like achievers, the top leaders in the company with this pink Cadillac. So then everyone started getting really excited to work hard to earn these cars that Mary Kay would pay for it. And like now they pay for the car payment and 85% of the car insurance. So I will show you this. This is actually the color now of the pink Cadillac. That's my one of my daughters, Arabella. And that was our first pink Cadillac. We are earning pink Cadillac number 2 right now. So you get to be a part of like witnessing that happening, which I'm so excited. My daughters, they motivate me so much. Like, they've been asking so much to go to Disney. So we are making that happen. Like, dreams for my kids, that motivates me to be able to give them dreams that they had and always not have to say no because of money, because that is heartbreaking. Like, within reason, y'all. Okay, within reason. So anyway, pink Cadillac. So Mary Kay asked, she created these pink Cadillacs, and then I don't know if she would have imagined, she started this company, just her and 9 of her girlfriends, around a kitchen table. I don't even know if it was her kitchen table. I don't know. But then would she have imagined, like 63 years later now, that we would be in about 45 countries, multi-billion-dollar company, no debt, and still family owned? I think that's pretty awesome. Like, and that just reminds me of that Bible verse. Like, God can do immeasurably more than what we can think or imagine, right? And that he lives within us. That's the other part of that verse. So that power lives in us is basically what I'm saying. So we have a choice of how we want to be living our life, right? So anyway, so that's like a little bit of history. And I will say this too, when she had this idea, her accountant, like all she's had was $5,000. That was like her life savings. Even her son was like, oh my gosh, okay, so I want to give you my savings too, because I believe in you, mom. Like, how many of you have kids on here? So she started her business and she started her company, and her accountant was like, Mary Kay, I'm just going to say this is not going to work out. You might as well just take your money and throw it in that trash can over there. And she was like, well, thank you for your opinion, but I'm going to go ahead and start my company anyway. So how many of you guys have had that before? Like someone said something, they didn't believe in you, or they're like, hey, this is a little bit uncomfortable. I'm going to need you to like get back in the kitchen and like start cooking and like cleaning the house and doing all the laundry. And yeah, know your role, woman. Okay. I know. That's a little bit extra, but how many of you have like you're going up, right? You have these dreams, and then it's like someone's yanking on you to stay down, like stay back in that comfort zone, stay down and broke and depressed. I mean, I gotta run far away from people like that. I'm just saying. my circle is really small. Y'all know what I mean. So anyway, y'all, so thinking about Mary Kay Ash, it was just her birthday again. She is in heaven now, but I'm grateful for her that she had the boldness to like not listen to people's negative opinions. And you know what are opinions? They are like, everyone has one. Not going to say the word, but you know, other people's opinions do not pay our bills. And do we live for the approval of man, you know, the applause of man, or the approval of God? So I pick God, just throwing that out there, because again, people will always have opinions, and you never know what they have been through in their life and why they're having that opinion, right? I mean, there's so much hurt and pain that people carry around that they project, but we won't get into that, y'all. That's a whole other topic. So I want you to type in the chat though, what was your favorite product that we talked about? Oh my gosh, I just looked in the mirror. This is like really blending in with my skin. I'm kind of like, what is going on right now? Because I have this mirror right here and it really blended. Yeah, I'm a little bit freaked out. I don't know. I'm about to go look at a different light. But like I was saying, like when it sits on your skin, it kind of blends. So, I'm intrigued. Anyway, so let's quickly go over. So for my skincare, I always do the Time Wise Repair. This is our anti-aging. And if you really want a like customized skincare routine for you, please like type that in the chat, or you could send me a DM. Okay. So this is my skincare, and I do add on some boosters, some extra things. Of course, I do facial peels, microdermabrasion, charcoal mask. Those are just some of my favorite ones. Retinol, like we have this pure retinol that I also use. Like it takes some work to look like this. I'm just saying, but consistent work. That is the key word. But y'all, really, it takes me 5 minutes. So once you create that habit, it's pretty easy. But your cleanser, lifting serum, day and night treatment, and then your eye cream. Gotta have that. And you know, the price for that, like to get it all together, is $225. So now since you're on, which is very reasonable, and since you're on tonight, though, you are going to get a little bit of discount when you mention that discount to your consultant. You have to tell her about it, though. Now let's talk about our makeup and our new products. So I put on the foundation primer. So that was my first step. And then under eye corrector, right? Sleep in a tube. Now the next thing that I did was the foundation. So this one is the one that I put on is the medium 2, which I'm still not 100%. I'm going to take a picture of it like afterwards, and I'm going to post it. And I want you guys to tell me, like, is this my shade or do I need to try again? And then I also did the multi-benefit concealer. This is in light 2. Okay. And then we played around with the new blush stick. And this color is the Spark Change, which I love that. Absolutely. Like, let's spark some change up in this world, okay? So this was the more of like the berry shade. This is so fun. So like, yeah, you can wheel it up a little bit. I also used it on my lips and on my eyes, just like a little fun pop of color. And then the other shade, I just got foundation like everywhere. That's fine. It's covered up the name of it. I'm like, what is that? Okay, this shade is Kind Spirit, which is like a more coral color, which is still really, really pretty. I love that, especially for someone with like a more warm skin tone. So that was our colors there. And then this is the foundation, by the way. I don't know if I showed you that. The other thing is the new Fanorama Define and Lift mascara. I am a fan. I love Mary Kay's mascara, and I love how it conditions your eyelashes with the vitamins. And then I also, y'all, this is like to keep it in place. If someone tells me, oh my gosh, Sarah, I don't know if I'm like liking the makeup because I put it on and then it melted off. Well, are you doing the proper steps to, like, a lot of times, especially when it's summertime and also like living in Florida, it's really hot. We got to do some extra things to give us that flawless look. All right. There's a little bit more that goes into it. So you need to set your makeup. There's a setting powder. I do both setting powder and the finishing spray. I feel like it all kind of has to go together. And I also used our fluffy powder brush. I forgot. I really like this. I'm going to start using this now. I got to tell you a funny story about one of these. So Mary Kay had this other one. I went to seminar. So there's this big awards, like really fun thing in Texas coming up in a couple months. Actually, registration, if you're a consultant, it starts on May 20th, registration. So get ready, y'all. We are going to Texas. But my roommate, I was putting on my makeup and this was dry. And I was like patting my face really hard. She's like, Sarah, what are you doing? So I put on my makeup. She's like, why are you beating yourself up? Like, you're supposed to wet the beauty blender. I was like, oh, I never knew that. So then when I actually used it the way it was supposed to be used, it applied makeup so much better. And it really like gives you that flawless look. Okay. And that's awesome, Latressa. So this was our beauty blending sponge. And I don't even know like the prices of these. Okay. Let me tell you, I know that the primer is 20. The under eye corrector, I believe, is 18, along with the concealer. And again, type in the chat if you just have to have one of these and sold, whatever that is. The new cologne that I was telling you about, this one is 55. Mascara is 18. The blush sticks are 20 each. And foundation is 28. And then the complexion sponge, which I love, is my new favorite. So squishy and fun. It's like one of those like stress balls, but even better. I guess I need one just for that purpose now. It is 14 for this one. Okay. So that was pretty much like everything I think that we tried tonight, y'all. And there's so much fun stuff coming up. There's Father's Day, y'all. I mean, there's graduation. So get with your consultant. A lot of them have product on hand. Oh, these are both 18 also, by the way. And then our brush is 16, I believe. Okay. So, ladies, and this is going to be for another entry into our drawing. If you are a guest or gentleman, I know we have some guys on here. So type in the chat, what was your favorite? And if there's something that you just have to take home, your consultant is going to get with you afterwards. Now, another way you're going to earn points into our drawing is when you book a session to get your foundation matched with your consultant. Because me personally, I have a goal to match 30 people of all different ages and all different skin tones, because obviously I need to practice. Like, I'm still practicing on my own skin. All right. We're trying to figure out what shade I am. So, okay. So type that in the chat if you're like, yes, like please match my foundation because I'm tired of walking around looking like an Oompa Loompa. All right. So, the last thing though, I will share this too. Like, it is $35 to be a part of Mary Kay, to start Mary Kay. Like, let's say you want that amazing discount. You want to get half off all of these goodies that you love. then you can absolutely sign up for Mary Kay for $35. And we get our own link. So it's kind of like, it's like an affiliate link where you send your link out, you post it, whatever you want to do. You know, we'll teach you what to do and say. That's actually part of what I do is teach and mentor and coach women. I've been doing that for over 12 years now in Mary Kay in a leadership position. So anyway, so that is another thing. Like, we teach you how to do all that. If you want to make some extra money with it, because why not? Like, I see so many posts online of women looking for a way to work from home. Y'all saw my little toddler come in here. I know she was so sad and really mad that she couldn't stay in here, but I thought she was supposed to be going to bed. Like, daddy was taking her to bed, but then she must have escaped and ran to my office. That's fine. But the joys of working from home, right? So, but if that is you and you want to work from home and like have that flexibility of your schedule and still make awesome money, then let's chat more about it. We have a little video to send you with a little bit about it. There's a quick survey to fill out, and you could actually win $1,000 cash just for giving your opinion. So if you want to hear more about it, you're open to watching that quick video, filling out a survey, type that in the chat too, because yes, like we get entered to the drawing too. So we need y'all to listen. So I'm just going to pop the link in the chat for that survey. That way you can go ahead and fill it out, but make sure you put like my name in the comments or your consultant if you have another consultant. That way, like, because if you win, like we win. So anyway, y'all, thank you for being on and having fun trying all of Mary Kay's new summer products. And I'm going to post a picture once I get off of here of this new foundation. That way, I want you guys to tell me, like, which one am I going to be? All right. Love you. God bless you. And I can't wait to hear from you guys. Bye, everyone.